Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving with the topic how you can install your trained machine learning model onto the AWS server using the EC2 instance. I'm going to use it from the scratch today. I will show you step by step how you can build the model. We are not going to focus too much on the analysis part because our goal is today to for the deployment of your trained machine learning model onto the AWS server. So I will first explain you about the blueprint of the this video, what you are going to learn and what applications we are going to use for this one. Okay. In my previous video last week, I have already explained step by step how you can build the model using Python, machine learning model, detailed analysis, evaluation, and then we have created the app file and how you can upload onto the create the directory repository onto the GitHub, how to deploy it on the Streamlit. So this is the first application I made for the beginners. If you have already watched that video, this is great. And this is the advanced level. So you can watch this video too. So it will help you to boost your resume too. Because you will learn in this way two very most important tools for the deployment. That is your number one Streamlit, number two, your AWS server. Definitely, I will keep making the series on this too as well with over other machine learning videos too. I was not well, so I did not upload the 3 days. Since 3 days, I did not upload any video. So today I am going to make this video and here we will start with the blueprint. So let me make it more bigger. Okay. So here today you are going to learn step by step the deployment of machine learning model onto the AWS server using EC2. Okay. So what is a full form EC2? This is known as Elastic Compute Cloud Server. Okay. So the process is first let's understand how you are going to install and how it works actually. Okay. So let's assume we have the one data set with the student performance. This data set we are going to use today. Okay. Student performance check. Okay. So based on their like the students IQ, CGPA, okay, and score, we are going to predict placed or not, whether the student will placed or not placed. Okay. So this is we are going to build. This is your data set. Okay. And then what you will do? You will prepare the model. Build the model. Okay. So you will build the model here. Build the model. Okay. I have used the sport vector machine learning algorithm here. For this step, what you use? You use a Jupyter notebook and Python, right? Jupyter notebook plus Python libraries. Okay. So this is we do. Okay. And then once you build the model, your everything is done. You are satisfied with the accuracy. Your next step is just create model file. So in this, what you will do? You will save the model actually. Okay. Save the model. So you will create the file with the extension of pkl or maybe with the job lib. Okay. So this is two libraries which we use. We here use job lib or pickle. You can use anyone actually. This will create the binary like the file for save file for the model, and we are going to use this file is very important because this file you are going to use to deploy onto the server. Okay. And job lib is more faster than the pickle. I have used the both, but today we are going to use the pickle actually for this one. It's your choice. If you want, you can use the job lib too. Okay. If you want to take a deep dive about the documentation, you can just Google your pickle Python. So you will find the documentation over there and joblib Python. Okay. And once you created this file, your next job is create project. Okay. So in this, you will create a project because now we are done with the analysis. We have done everything. We have saved the model. We have the model file with us. Okay. Now it's a time to create a project. So what does it mean? You will create a one structure here actually. Let's say I will give the name of the project machine learning deployment. Okay. Under this, we will keep the model file actually here. We will keep model pkl. Okay. So how you are going to create this? You are going to use a tool here, PyCharm. If this is open source software we use to write a code, and it's very easy to use with the Flask as well. Why you need the Flask? I will also tell you. Okay. So you need to install the Flask here too. This is the one of the Python framework. This is a Python framework. We use it to create the front end of the model when you deploy on the server. Okay. How it look like we can make an arrow here. It will look like this. So let's say you want the student will come onto your server or on your website and they enter the IQ into this form. They enter their CGPA score. Okay. And they enter the score. Okay. And then click on the predict button. This is the form you will create. Okay. So this is all done under this actually. Okay. Which we are going to create the project here under the PyCharm. When you click the predict on button, I will tell you what will happen. But first, let's understand your project directory. So here we will save the file model pkl. Okay. And we will create the one index.html file. This is the one. Okay. And you will also here, if any other dependency file is there, you can also create that. I will show you. I'm using the scalar file too, but I will tell you the reason when I will jump onto the practical part. But here you will create the requirement .txt file too. So what is this? Here we will write down the all packages which is on which your project is dependent. Like you are using the Flask, you are using the here your NumPy, you need to use the request, you need to use the render template. I will show you why we need all these. So we will write all libraries inside this because it is going to be installed on the server when we will start deploying onto the AWS server. Okay. So once you create this project, after that, what you will do? You need now create instance on AWS. Okay. Using EC2. Okay. I will tell you how we are going to create. Okay. Now this is the main like the steps you will follow. But in between, when you want to upload everything and you want your on the this server, right? You want this EC2 should contain your model file and everything. This whole structure will be uploaded onto the server. And for this, you will create here a one virtual environment. So why you need to create the virtual environment on the AWS? Because it is a isolated environment. It's a safer security wise, and this biggest advantage is any other outside files will not interfere you're in this environment. Whatever you will install on this environment, that is only used by your model. Okay. So this is good to create. We will create this virtual environment and put all this project file onto this server. Okay. So for when we want to connectivity between your this like the Flask and the your AWS server, you need a small applications in between WinSCP. That is we use to upload your all directories onto the virtual environment, and then you need the putty too. Putty is just to run the commands. Let's say I want to like run my website now, which I have created this index.html, and I want to launch my model. I will use the putty. Okay, this is to write the command. This is just the way to make the communication between your server and Flask. Okay. Now I will make you understand when the user will come onto your website. Okay. They will enter here IQ, CGPA and score. They will click on the predict button. When they will click on the predict button, the request will be sent to this one. So it will find the like the request input features with all these values, and then it will communicate with the Flask. Okay, so Flask has your all like the files, right? The commands which we are running. Then it will just like use your model, which is the trained model, right? And it will do the process your this data and then send back to the out this to the output, and then it will come to here. Okay. So this is called the endpoint tool, your API endpoint. Okay. Because when you are deploying onto any server, it cannot directly like communicate with the users publicly. We need some interface actually. This is a backend process. The purpose of only for the deployment on the server so you can launch your product publicly. So the public can access your product, right? And then you can even test it and they can take an advantage of what you have built. This is the only purpose of deployment. Okay. Rest everything will be done at the back end, and this will be your front end. And for the front end, you need the any framework, right? And we are using for this the Flask framework. This is very easy to write a code. I will show you. Okay. I will also share the files at the end of the like the video in the description box, and you can download and you can experiment with this one. First like complete this project what I am showing you in the video, and then pick up a new project, train your model, and then follow the same steps. Okay. Okay. So this is about our today's like the steps which we are going to follow. Now let's jump on to the over file. Okay. So here let me open this one. Let me share my screen. Here we share. All right. So these are the commands we are going to follow. Okay. So here the build the machine learning model using Python, and we will save the model as I told you, right? So let's jump directly onto the file. Okay. So I have picked up the small data set today just for the, because our main goal is to just learn how to deploy the model. Because this is the something you can spend, you can pick up any data set, but first try to understand the, I always say this like the wording or the, I always give the recommendation, just try to understand the process first. Don't try to jump with the very big like the your project. Okay, just try to pick up the small data set, try to understand the process how it is going to work, then pick up with the big data set, right? We are not in a hurry. Our goal is to just understand the process practically. Okay, so first we will import the numpy pandas, and then we will load this data set, and this is the info method. Here we are, you can see we have these fields CGPA, IQ, profile, score placed. Okay, and then you want to classify whether the student will be placed or not. So this is a classification problem. That's why we are using here sport vector machine learning algorithm. You can try the logistic regression, random forest classifier. If you don't know what is this, you can watch my end-to-end playlist for the beginners machine learning projects. You will find it. Okay. And then here is the head. We are just looking at around the records. So this is a record. And then you will import here the train and test split, because I'm not focusing on the analysis. That's fine. Okay. And then this is a standard scaler. We are importing the two algorithm here, but I'm going to use only the sport vector machine here. And this is a pickle. This is the new library for you, which we are going to use today, but I have used it, the job lib as well, in my previous video. You can watch that video too. Okay. And here we will separate the x and y. Why we are separating? Because we want to split the data into train and test. So first we will create the two variables here, x and y. X contains the independent feature, y contain only the target feature. Okay. So here we go. We will drop the target feature from the x, and this is your target feature. And then we will use the train and test split. Okay. We will pass x and y. Test size we are keeping 20%. Random state is equals to 42. So whenever you are plotting the output, right, it should not show the different predictions, right? It should show always the same results. That's why you need to use the random state. And then we will scale the data. Okay, this is important because this is integer numerical data. We need to scale the data too. Okay. And then we will fit onto the scaler, transform the test data, but we will not fit the test data. Otherwise, there will be the data leakage. Okay. And then we will create the instance of your SVC model. I'm using here kernel is equals to RBF. This is very popular for the nonlinear relationship, right? And this is also used. So if you want to classify your data from 2D to 3D, okay? So that's why we are using it here. We are not using linear here. Although you can use a linear too, because this is just to like the output, but I'm using just RBF for the better like the your accuracy. We can try, right? If you want, we can see, right? We can try the linear too. And then we will fit onto the train your scale data, Y train, and predictions we are going to make on the test data. And then this is the accuracy score. So accuracy is 85%. Okay. If you want to test, you can. So we will test it. It is the same. It is not making any difference. So you can use anyone. Okay. Although our goal is not today to focusing on all these things, just I'm making you understand. Okay. If you want to really learn about the SVC in detail, about this model, you can watch my SVC videos. Okay. I have explained it in a very detail. And then we have the same models and scalar. This is we are using pickle. As I told you, you can just search here Python pickle. Okay. So you will find this documentation. You can read about it. Binary protocol for serializing and deserializing a Python object structure. Okay. So this is based on the binary file. Okay. This is your WB is a binary. It is writing the file in the binary, save the model. And then this is, I am creating the scalar file too. Now you might be thinking, why Nija, you are saving this scalar? Why you are creating this file separate? Because we are scaling over data here actually. This is the train data, right? This is the your train data. But what will be your new data, when you will create the website, I will show you, right? So when the user will enter the new data, it should be scaled to, right? Because if you your model, we are saving the model here. Your model contain the all though like the features, right? Everything, but this is the trained, right? So we should keep them on the same, like the platform. We should also scale the over new data before we are trying to fit onto the model. This is important. Okay. So that's why. So we will import this file too. This is the reason I'm doing this. Okay. And now we will move ahead. Okay, I hope it makes a sense why we are creating the scaler, because we want to scale the data, new data too, because your trained model file only contain the trained model. It does not contain any scalar object. If you want to keep everything under a one file, then you can use a pipeline. If you don't know what is pipeline, you can watch my machine learning playlist. Okay, so you will find it there. Okay, so when I run this file, it will create these two files. This is scalar and SVC model. We need these files. So for that, we will download this file. Okay, like this. That's it. Okay, so now our first step is finished. We have like load the data set. We have created the trained model. We have download the required files, which is required for the deployment. Okay, now we will move ahead with the PyCharm. Okay. So what is PyCharm? PyCharm is a one of the your editor or open source like your software. We use it to write the code. Okay. I have chosen the PyCharm because it is easy for me to embed the Flask in this. I will simply, if the Flask is not installed, then I will simply install it. It's very easy using its terminal. Okay. Here I have already created the directory machine learning model deployment, which I showed you on the whiteboard too, right? And inside that, you need to copy these two files, scalar and SVC model. Okay. I will show you where it is stored. So you can check here. This is my local path actually. Here my this directory is created when I will create it in the PyCharm. Okay. I will show you how we create it with the new. So you can go here. Just click on the new project. Here it will show you the path. Here you can change the name. Okay. So you can we will name it Flask project. I'm naming it. Okay. So it will create the now this directory. Okay. You also need to create the same way this directory. Now inside this, you will create the new. Okay, we will do it later on, but before that, you need to copy the scalar or model file inside this directory. So when you download it, it will be by default, it will be seated into your download folder. You can cut it from here and then you can go to your directory where your PyCharm is installed. If you make the change in the path, then you can go to there. Okay, because you have seen here you can make the changes in the path too. When we are creating the project, you can see here. Okay. So you can change the directory here too. This is your choice. I did not make any changes. I'm keeping it at my default folder where it is by default installed. So that's why it is showing me here. Okay. So I will go inside it. Okay. And here you will find the project. And here you need to copy all these two. Okay. You can copy in this, which you have created. That's it. Okay, this is a process you need to follow. Okay. Now you might be thinking from where these files come up. This is very simple. I will show you. Once your file is here, the both files, okay, let me copy it for you. So we can directly copy from here because we have here like this. Okay. So we will go back. Here you can see files are already here. Now you need to create a one Python file. This is very important. This is the main file. We will write a code here using Flask. Okay. If Flask is not installed on your PyCharm, you simply need to go View, Tools window, and then you can click Terminal. Here you can just write down pip install Flask. Whatever the library is required, it is not installed. It's just like a Jupyter notebook. You can install it. Okay, that's it. So on my system, it is already installed. Okay, so here it is installed again because this is a different project actually. Okay, so it will be installed, and now you will create the new Python file. You can name it model.py. You can name it app.py. Choice is yours. That's it. Okay. So inside this file, you need to write all code and dependency or the libraries which is required to open your model file. Okay. So the now whenever user is entering the from the front end their IQ, CGPA or other like the features, click on the predict button. Your server and this file is going to communicate. Okay, so you need to write a whole code here. I will show you. I have already written this code In my other file, this is, here we go. So we will from Flask import Flask because we are going to use this framework to build the HTML file to request. This is important because when you click on the predict button from the form, it will send the post request to your AWS server, right? Where your model was deployed. Okay. And then render template. It is used to render your HTML template actually. Okay. So here when you want to do that, you need to create here the one more directory, this one, templates. You cannot make any changes in this name. It will be like this because inside this we are going to create a HTML file. This is for your index. Okay, like for your front end, which I showed you. Now I will show you our structure is ready. This is your app.py. So this is you need to import pickle because you need to unload or like open the your model file, right? And then import numpy as numpy. So these are the dependency packages which is we required for the model. Okay, this is all we are going to upload onto the or install onto the virtual environment as I told you on the whiteboard at initial when I started the video. Okay, so then you have load the models and scalar. SVC model, we will say pickle is an instance of this one. Load open SVC model read binary because it's a binary serialization. It is going to deserializing it. Here, this is the, if you already know about the Flask, this is a Flask variable name. We start with this one. This is our start of the code app root. At the root, all everything is index. So this is a one function we made to call the index.html. Render template is an inbuilt method. Okay. So whenever you will click the predict button, it will automatically call this function render the template. That's it. This is an inbuilt method. Okay. And then this is app root. We saying predict. What is predict now? Predict means the function, the predict button function. This is that one. Method is post because it is going to send the request to the server using the post, getting the request, and then it will collect the all data from your form. Okay. So this is very simple. And then we will here, you can, we are collecting all profile score, IQ, CGPA, features, NP. We are just to prepare and scale the input. Here we are using the scaling. Okay. So that's why we are loading the both files in. Okay. It will scale the data after collection. Then it will like predictions using the model, trained model. If the result is 1, it will say placed on your form. If it is not, then it will say, if it is 0, it will say not placed. Then we will return in this function render template index.html and then this. Why you are returning this? I'm returning this because I want to print the result on my form, right? So the user can see. I will show you the output. Just wait a few seconds. So here, this is an index file. Here I have added the few like the color options. If you want, you can. Okay, you can copy and paste my this file. And this is a form. Here, this is it will be printed the result like placed or not placed output. Okay. So here you need to write the code using the percentage sign. Okay. So from where this result will come? I told you when you are returning this one. Okay. This is the result. And here we are going to do this. This is a simple input file, nothing. Okay. And here you need to use the type submit because this is a post request. We need to type submit. This is the method post inside the form predict. If you know the HTML, then this is great. If you don't know, this is very easy. You can follow the W3 school. What is post method, what is predict method, why we use it. It's very easy. I have also given you the big picture about it. That's it. Okay. So method post means when you click on the predict method, it will send the request to your Amazon server. It will send the data. Okay. That's it. There is no other reason to use it. Okay. And then here you have a requirement file. Here you need to write down all your dependency files. We have used the Flask, NumPy, and scikit-learn. So this is there. Okay. I will tell you where it is used. If you want to create, you can. Otherwise, you can install individually too. Okay. There is a know-how. So now our directory structure is ready. Okay. So I have told you this thing already in the whiteboard too. You need to create these three files, including you need to copy and paste your scalar file and model file too. So this is all done using Flask and your PyCharm. We are done with these steps too. Okay. Now we will come on to the Amazon server. Okay. So here I will show you how the Amazon look like. Amazon web service. You need to just do this thing. Click on this one. Okay. It will open like this. Here it will show AWS free tier. Okay, you need to create an account as a root user. Okay, when you need to just follow the steps. It's very easy to create account. It will. I hope you have the Mastercard or Visa card, because for the verification it will cut your one or I in Indian rupee it will cut 2 or 3 rupees, and in Canadian it is called $1. Okay, so just for the validation, it is not going to charge anything. Okay, and then there you can see, if you go down, it will tell you if you are going to use Amazon EC2 instance for the deployment, what in the free version, what you are going to get. And this is for the other. Okay. I will definitely make a video on the other two, like Lambda, SageMaker, definitely. Okay. So this is all. You can just read about it carefully. Okay. And then just click on the create free account. When you click on this, if you are already, I have already the account with me. Okay, if not, you can create the root user account. Okay, you can enter email, and you can choose a name. Okay, if you want. Otherwise it will just verify the email address, and then it will give you the steps. Just enter the credit card, and that's it. 2 or 3 steps, very easy. Okay, so I already have the account with me, so here we go. So what I will do, I will show you from the step 1, so you will get an idea. So I will sign into the console. So here I will sign in using the root user email. Okay. So it will show these two options. I'm going to choose the root user because we have created this. This is my email, and we need to enter this one, and A4P. This is wrong. So we will enter 5WNM49. Why this is wrong? I think this is G. A4YG. This is H8HC7H. Okay. All right. Finally it worked. Okay. So we will enter the password here, and then we will here. Okay, you will also see the same screen. If you are a first time, then you will not might be see these one. If you don't see it, don't worry. You can click here. You will see the all services here. Okay. So we are going to you work today this EC2. So I will click. You can click on that. Okay. It will show you this window then. Okay. I will explain you how to create the instance, but I will show you how it look like. I already have my created instance, this one. Okay. But just keep in your mind, keep on checking your free tier. Okay. Don't try to use any other tier. Otherwise it will start charging you. Okay. And then I will tell you how to create instance. Just click on that. Here you can enter the name, what you like, which suits to your project. Okay. So we are going to make the machine. I will make it the instance EC2 instance 2, because I already have one instance. So I will create with this name. Then you can choose any operating system, whatever you like, in which you are comfortable. I have worked in Linux, Ubuntu, like the Windows on all. So I would like to choose the Ubuntu because it's good for me. I have worked a lot in this. And then Amazon machine learning. Now look at this step carefully. Sometimes what happen, student just click on the drop down, they see this is better, they will choose it. Don't try to do that. This is paid. This is not free. You need to choose the only option where it is showing free tier eligible. Okay, choose only anyone. Okay, So you can choose anyone. If you want to choose the latest version, you can. It is less stable than the previous, but I'm going to choose this one. If you want, you can choose the second one too. Okay. And then here we will not make any changes. This is the instance types. Again, it has a drop down. Don't try to choose any other one. This is the free tier available. I will not touch it. That's it. Okay. And then this is most important. This one. This is used as I showed you. We are going to do like this software WinSCP or Putty. So you need to create the when you are going to connect, making the connection between your AWS server and Flask. You need this key pair. Otherwise, if you're not creating it, you won't be able to add it or install any packages on your like the environment in future. You won't be able to make any changes. You won't be able to upload any files. So there is a no use. Okay. So this is mandatory. You have to create it. And then if you have existing one, you can choose the existing one. I have my these one, but I will tell you how to create it as well. Okay, just click on that. Keep it default option. You don't need to make any changes. If you're using Ubuntu, your operating system is Ubuntu, then you can pick up this one. If it is Windows, you can pick up this one. Even by default, if you are going to pick up this one, it will automatically convert your file into the PPK. You don't need to worry even in that case too. Okay, I will show you. So I'm going to create it using, we need to make like a name here. So we can say here, machine learning deploy. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we will create the key pair here. That's it. So it will download here and keep it at a safer place in your system. If your system has accessible to many like the people, then keep it at a safer place. If someone is going to use this, they can add it to your instance using this one. So this is the most confidential file. Okay. And then here we will, this is also important, network settings. Okay. Allow SSH traffic from anywhere. This is the by default. I will not make any changes in this. We will tick mark this one too. Okay. This is for more secure connection. And this is the traffic from the internet because we need to pick up this one because you want to give the publicly access to your model, right? So they can use it. So we will choose this, but later on, if you want, you can make changes in this. There is a no problem. Okay, there is a no problem in that one. And then we have here configure storage. Okay, so this is a by default, it is picking up 8 GB, but you have a 30 GB of this one. Okay, and if you want, you can make changes here, but we don't need it right now because our project is small. Rest you, we don't need to make any changes. Okay, that's it. And these settings can also be changed later on too. Okay, if you have already created the previous, you can select it from the existing two. I have many. I have this one, this one, this one. I was actually trying doing creating many instances for different projects. Okay, but I showed you, you can just pick up this one. Okay, and then it will set up your default port actually 8080. Okay, and then we can just here, this is done. And now we can click on the launch instance. That's it. It will take hardly your 1 or 2 minutes, not more than that. Okay. So now we are done from here. You have already created the EC2 instance and it's ready for the deployment. Okay. So here we go. It is not showing right now. Just wait for 1 or 2 seconds more. We will click on that. Okay. Should show, yeah, it's here. Okay, so here you can see it is showing running stage. Okay, this is the instance 2. This is my previous one. Okay, it is still initializing here, but this is the way you can create it and you can use this instance. Okay. Okay. The most important thing, one more. Whenever you are sign up, you are inside your this Amazon console, you need to choose your zone. I'm in Canada Central, so I have chosen this. If you are in India, you are in USA or in any other country, you need to choose the same one. You can click on that and choose it from here. Okay, because it's very important. Okay. Okay, now it's a time. We have now created the file, saved the file. We have created the project directory. We have created the instance. Now it's a time to make a communication between our front end server and the backend process. Okay, so for that we need the Win SCP like this. So if it is not by default installed on your system, sorry, if it is not installed on your system, you just say here download Win SCP. If you have a Windows, I have a Windows, so you can install it. It's a very simple. Okay, you can just Google it and just download. Same for your putty. Okay, so you just like this. Okay, just download it here. You don't need. There is a no. It's a just 1 or 2 minute task. Okay, so after install. All right, when you will click on the SCP, it will open the window. Here it is showing me this window, but it will show you this kind of the window because I already have my saved workspace. Okay, so here we need to enter the host name, username, and password. We don't need to make any changes like here, it will remain same. Now we will come back to over this instance. I will close this window, we don't need it. So we will go to the instances. This is the instance we have created, right? And we will connect. Here, this is a host name, okay? And then we will come here. We will enter the host name here, okay? Username will be Ubuntu, okay? So there is no need to make changes. Here we will add that PAM file which we have created, okay? So what you need to do for that one, click on the advanced authentication, click here, okay, and now choose the all files. So where is the file? This one, right? So we will click on that. See, it is asking you to convert it into putty format. I told you it will automatically convert. If even it is not, then it will ask you where you want to save it. So you can save it where you want at the safer place and just click OK. Okay. So you don't need to make now any other changes. Just click on the login. Okay. So here it will just like connect it with you. Okay. Here you go. Now you are connected with the server. This is the Amazon server now, and this is your system. Okay, so this is the way how you will do. And now what you need to do, this is my project. What I will do, I will just like select this one and my model, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so we will just upload all files there. Okay, yes. Okay, so it will shift your all files here. That's why SCP is very important. Okay, this is a way how you will now make the connection. Now you are at the mostly final stage. Okay, okay. So here you will think now we have connected it, right? Now let's try if we will copy and paste it here. Okay, like this. So let's see if it is working, right? We have shifted the all files on the server. It should work. It is not working still. Why? I told you. Okay. So we will try here one more thing. By default, our port is 8080, right? So if we try to do that, it is still not working. Your site cannot be reached. Because right now, the communication between your server and the Flask is not started actually. Okay, we did not install the packages on the virtual environment. We did not create any virtual environment yet. That's why it's not working. Okay, so this is the last step you need to do. I will tell you how we will do that. Okay, okay, so how we will do that now. I will go come back here. So we are done with this one. Second step, install the PyCharm, one directory, index. We have created the instance, we have installed this, run the model. So we are here actually. Okay. I have written some commands here for your, like if you want to copy and paste. Otherwise, it's very easy. I will share this document with you as well. So you can follow the step by step. Okay. So now just come on to the putty. We need to open the putty here. So either you can put it directly open or you can put open the from here too. The advantage is it will automatically authenticated like this. So you don't need to enter username password. It will be automatically authenticated. Now it's a time to create the virtual environment. Now I will show you how to install Python and create the virtual environment. Okay. The very first command is you can check if it is already installed on your system, but I will show you how. You need to follow these commands step by step. Okay. So we will first run the sudo because sudo is a root user, right? With the full permission, apt. This is update. You can run this command one by one. You can see it is just checking and updating the information, everything. Okay. You just need to wait a few seconds. It will all be done. Okay. And now we will run sudo apt install python 3. Okay, so this is saying me it is already installed. Okay, but if you want to test it, you can just type the python 3. It will show you this window. So you can type anything here. This is a python environment, right? If we want to print anything here, we can, right? Hello world. Okay, so this is a syntax error. Let me do this. That's it. Okay. So we will come out of this one because this is not our goal. Okay. Now your Python is installed. Now we will create the environment. Inside that, we will install all packages which is required for your model. Okay. So what you need to do, you can read the next command here. This is the Python 3 minus m ve and v. You don't need to make any changes. This is the inbuilt command. Now you can write down your environment name, whatever you want. So I want to create with the EC2 instance 2. Okay. If you want, you can keep the name machine learning deployment, your student ST performance model, something like that. Okay. So we will create this environment. We will run this command. Okay, so it has created the environment now. Okay, everything is good. So we will activate it now with the EC2. This one, this is bin, and then activate. Okay, so here we go. Now we are inside the virtual environment. This is my separate machine on the big server. Okay, this is not I'm doing everything, like the globally. Okay, so this is my personal space, a virtual environment, and you can deactivate once you are done. Okay, now our next is you need to what libraries were like the important to install. Either you can directly run the requirement file, but I am happy to install it separate too. So I will say pip install numpy flask scikit love. We have a 3 libraries, so we can install it. So it will install the all dependency inside the virtual environment. Okay. So this is creating your separate environment here. This is the how you need to handle it. Okay. Now, if like how you are going to like run the file now. Okay. This is over like the main goal, how the output will look like, right? So for that, you it's a very simple in the environment. You can just say python 3. My file name was the app.py. Okay, so if you run this, it will say like this thing. Okay, so it will run your that front end. Let me show you here. We will just run it. It is taking few seconds. Now you can see it is showing you here. So this is your output final, right? So what you have done till so far, right? So this is the front end, and now your web server, the Amazon web server has a start talking with your Flask application. Okay, now we will enter here CGPA. We can enter 8.9, IQ is 80, and then it is 80, and we can click on the predict. So it is placed. Okay, so you can test with the different values. Okay, and this is we are all doing inside the virtual environment. You simply run the Python like your file here, right? And then that's it. But look at this one. This is saying do not use it in a production deployment. So this means this is not safe for your like the big projects, right? If you have a many inputs, this is good for your student portfolio or small projects, but you cannot actually use it for the production level. Okay, so this is a disadvantage of this thing, the Flask server. But there is a one more server come up, that is application of over Flask, that is called G Unicorn. Okay, I will tell you how you can use that. So um, we need to actually follow the some steps for this thing. Okay, here we go. First, we need to actually, when we want to use it, we need to stop this one first. Okay, so this should be stopped here. So let me check if it stopped working, because on the same port we cannot run the multiple those things, right? We have to work on that. So for this, what you need to do, I'm right now actually in my environment. Okay, so you can do the same whatever environment you have created. Okay, so now what you need to do, you need to install the G Unicorn first. Okay, for that you will say pip install G Unicorn. Okay, so you will do that. My system already contain the G Unicorn. Okay, so what I will do, you can look at the this command. So what is G-Unicorn? G-Unicorn is a Python WSGI HTTP server used to serve the Python web application, particularly those built with the frameworks like Django Flask. But this can handle the big input, big data. This is good for production level. Okay, so you can run this command. Okay, so we can type it here, G-Unicorn. -4 W is it is using the 4 processes for the first one, and then we will type this one 0.0.0 and then colon 8080. Okay, over file name is app.py. This is file name, and this is your variable name. One is a file name and one is variable name. Over file name is same with the Flask variable name actually. So you are thinking what is that one? I will show you in this file. This is the one. Okay, so you need it. So this is very important. And then we will enter. Okay, so now if it is shows you it is not running, okay, then we need to kill the process. Actually, you don't need to worry about that. Sometime it happen, some your previous application is still running at the back end on same port. Either you can change the port number, you can use the 5000, you can use 8081, you can try. Okay, I did not try, I kill the process. Okay, so you can try that one too. So let me go back here and we can rerun. See, now this is a production server. Only one line of command. Okay, so you can install the your G Unicorn on your environment. Okay, and then you can run this a simple command. I will share the like these one. The environment which I have created in front of you, EC2 instance, right? So this is just for your learning how to create the virtual environment. Okay, but I am working in my environment because this was the tested like the tried tested everything. Okay, sometime it happened we need to kill the previous processes and then rerun. So that's why I'm using my environment. I kill the other processes and then run these applications. Okay, so now we can test it here again. Here we can enter 90, 70. Oh, I press the enter actually. We need to predict this one. Okay. So this is placed and this we can just try 6 and 5. Let's try what it says. Okay. Not placed. So it is working fine. Okay. If you press the actually enter with the predict, it will show you that error because this is not over like this one. The over link is this one. Okay. So you need to take care. Now you can use it for the production level using G Unicorn web server. Okay. Here is a one more like the disadvantage I will tell you. Look at this. If I close this one, let's say I like stopped my this server. Okay. Mm, we will say this one. I'm out of my this one, right? We shut down the like the putty. Okay. I have closed it. So just close it. Now just to remove the predict here, look at this one. It stopped working, right? We don't want that. If you want your all processes should run at the back end, even you close the putty, okay, and the front end user can have a access to your like the server, they can test like come and give the input and do the prediction. Then for that thing, what you need to do, I will tell you. Okay, so we will again, what we will do, we need to go into the over environment again actually because we have closed it. So for that we will say here source my env, this is my environment bin activate. Okay, so we are inside it. So here you need to run actually one command first. Okay, so which is that one? Sorry, this one, screen minus r, this one. Okay, so you can also type the same command. Okay, what it will do, it will create, it will deploy your this model onto the one other new screen, and it will be keep on running even you close the putty. It won't stop till you will stop your instance from the manually. Okay, it will keep on running. And minus r deploy python 3 app.py. That's it. Okay, so what it is saying us, I think this is a small. Yeah, so this is a small s. Okay, so you can see it is showing you new screen. Now here your server is again start working. This is again showing the production development because we did not run the command right till so far using the G Unicorn. If you are using for development environment, you can call that server. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now you can test it again. 80, 90, and this one. That's it. Okay, because this was a wrong actually. 8.5. Okay, so this is the way how your this server is going to work. Okay, so these are the all commands. You can use this if you want to like work on the production server. Okay, rest your simple is which python 3 you are running your this one command, that is fine, that is only for your developer server, that is your developer server. Okay, if you still have any question, just let me know. I will add the command how you can run your model using your simple command. Let me run it here. So once you are done, okay, you can deactivate your environment. Okay, so after doing this, what you need to do, run the model, which will render your HTML file. Okay, you simply say Python 3, your file name. Okay, so app.py is your file. Okay, or you need to replace this with your file name. Okay, this is the one. And this is once you are done, you can deactivate your virtual environment. This is important. Otherwise, it will keep on running at the back end. And this is for Unicorn. Okay, here I will add the heading. production server. Okay, this is for your production server. Okay, and this is to make your host link running. Okay, and this is to kill the process. This is the optional. Sometimes it happens student just to keep on running and they are keep on getting the errors. Okay, then you need to check how many like the processes is running on 8080 port, then you can kill, but run this command very carefully. Okay, this is very important. Just this is just for your knowledge, I have added it. Okay, and you can use this one. So I will upload this file too onto the system. Okay, and I hope it makes sense to you. If you still have any question, just let me know. This is very simple to deploy your project onto the your Amazon web server, and you now see how they the Flask and your web server EC2 communicate with each other. The most important part is your security, network settings, and don't forget to choose only the free tier availability. Okay, if you have any confusion, you need again you want to like need a help again and you have any doubt, just drop a comment. Okay, and if you want to make me a video on any other topic, I will definitely make it. Just drop a comment. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the like button. It motivates me to make a more videos for you, and see you in the next video. Thank you.